floodgates are open. This is Woodstockish.
Oh, in 1966 came a plan that just made sense, sounding the river's call to freedom, that a mighty boat be built to save the Hudson from the fill.
It's not just a concert, it's a cause, and it all began right here up and down the Hudson River. And this year, the Clearwater Festival wanted to remind us of the importance of passing that message on to the next generation.
Father's Day weekend, apropos, Clearwater is focusing on generations. There's one thing in this world that we all care more about than ourselves, and that's our kids.
And although the weekend featured performances from artists spanning many generations, perhaps there was no better representation than Power of Song, a group of young musicians whose mission it is to carry on the cause and message of Pete Seeger to the next generation.
Pete kind of founded this Power of Song group, so he had a group of people that he knew could be trusted to that he could pass on the legacy to of music with a message.
Some of the kids in Power of Song have parents who have been part of Clearwater for over 30 years.
I talked to my dad, who was doing political work when he was 17 and 18 and 19, and I feel like we're behind. You know, we're waiting for something to happen before we go do something, or we're waiting for the next step, or we're waiting for the crash before we start cleaning things up. And so to see an older generation who's really pushing, you know, for Pete to take the time to be talking to us and saying, you really need to pay attention now.
I'm the first person in my family to be a musician, so it means a lot. It means a lot to be standing up there next to Pete Seeger playing banjo.
I said that sound is pretty good.
It's great to be a part of something like this and open the eyes of people to you know, what music can do and music that's out there, you know, and especially when my mom is, you know, running it. It's great.
And Clearwater's Linda Richards is not only the director of Power of Song, but she has been responsible for preserving the cause and passing on the legacy to her own children from the beginning.
I watched Talking to my son, Wyatt, and his first revival, he was 3 months old. And I brought my sister with me to watch him while I performed. So today, Wyatt performs, you know, at 20 years old. So that's, you talk about generations, boy, and that really is.
Even though Linda and her two sons are compelled to pass on the message of Seeger and Clearwater through Power of Song, they also had another set planned for the Sloop stage, reflecting family moments they share playing music together.
Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster.
It's kind of ironic every year, you know, this is always on Father's Day weekend, but this is like our mom's thing, so we're always here with, you know, my mom, so.
It actually turned out to be a pretty nice Father's Day gift for Cody and Wyatt's dad, as he became emotional seeing his sons perform as part of his contribution to the next generation.
I started crying unexpectedly, actually, you know, to see them up there. It's the first time I've ever seen them in this you know, venue, and it was very emotional, you know, and very powerful.
So whether a performer or a spectator, each person at the festival understands the cause that steers Clearwater up and down the river.
And all these kids are bringing their moms, their dads out and saying, you know what, I love you, Dad, and thank you for taking me to this place and helping me make a better community.
It feels touching because this is the second time I was here and it's my favorite place.
It's about passing on a legacy, but that legacy must transform and always be shaped by each new generation.
It expresses itself through music and love for humanity, and that love is timeless. It's as timeless as families are.
And although generations may mean different things to different people, Clearwater's song remains the same. So Pete Seeger can definitely relax, because the future of his message in Clearwater will be safe for generations.